With Apple's iPhone lineup evolving faster than ever, it's no surprise the tech world is buzzing about the upcoming iPhone SE 4. Packed with modern upgrades and a refreshed design, this budget-friendly option is set to shake things up in a big way. Apple has given us a lot to talk about with their recent releases, and the SE lineup is about to undergo a massive transformation. Expected to launch in early 2025, the iPhone SE 4 comes with a ton of new features and updates, making it far more modern than its predecessors. If you're curious about the design changes, performance upgrades, or how it compares to the iPhone 16, stick around, we've got a lot to cover. Over the last few years, Apple has taken a more strategic approach to its iPhone lineup. We've seen the release of regular iPhone models like the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Plus, while the Pro models, of course, come with their premium price tags. Typically, there's a pretty clear line between these two groups, with the Pro models offering significant upgrades over the base models. But this year, Apple did something different. The iPhone 16 and 16 Plus are surprisingly well equipped, featuring some of the latest tech from Apple's Pro line, including the powerful A18 chip and an action button. This sudden boost in features for the base iPhones raises a question. Why is Apple doing this? Well, a big part of it could be the upcoming release of the iPhone SE 4. Apple needs to position its regular iPhones in a way that keeps them distinct and desirable, even with the budget-friendly SE offering more modern features than ever before. If they don't differentiate them enough, people might just go for the cheaper SE 4, especially if it's packing many of the same internal features. In a nutshell, Apple is tightening up its iPhone lineup, ensuring that each model, from the SE to the Pro Max, serves a specific role in its pricing ladder. This strategic focus helps Apple cater to different audiences while still pushing its more expensive models as the premium choice. The biggest and most obvious change coming to the iPhone SE 4 is the design. The iPhone SE 3, released in 2022, still holds on to that old-school iPhone aesthetic: thick forehead, chin, and a physical home button. It's the last iPhone to feature Touch ID as well as an LCD display. But all of that is about to change with the SE 4, which will adopt the modern design language we've seen since the iPhone 12. Expect a flat-edge design, similar to the iPhone 14, with an edge-to-edge OLED display, replacing the old LCD panel. This is a significant upgrade, not just in terms of aesthetics, but also in screen quality. OLED displays offer deeper blacks, better contrast, and more vibrant colors, which will make a huge difference in everyday use. Plus, this will be the first time the SE lineup ditches the physical home button in favor of Face ID. That means no more chin or forehead, but rather a full-screen experience with a notch at the top. While the SE 4 won't have Dynamic Island, Apple's newest feature reserved for higher-end models, it will still have a notch to house the Face ID sensors and front-facing camera. In many ways, this makes the iPhone SE 4 a throwback to the iPhone 14 in terms of design, but for a much more affordable price point. This is huge for users who have been waiting for a budget-friendly iPhone that looks and feels modern. One of the most interesting updates coming to the iPhone SE 4 is the inclusion of the Action button. For those of you unfamiliar, the Action button replaces the traditional mute switch that iPhones have had for years. It offers more customization, allowing you to set it for different functions, like activating the camera, turning on the flashlight, or launching specific apps. Apple first introduced this button on the iPhone 15 Pro models, and now it's making its way to the SE lineup. By adding the Action button, Apple is ensuring a consistent experience across all its iPhones moving forward, which makes it easier for them to innovate around this new input method. While some users will miss the simplicity of the mute switch, the Action button opens up new possibilities for how you interact with your phone. Another key feature that's making its way to the iPhone SE 4 is USB-C charging. With the recent EU regulations requiring USB-C ports on smartphones, Apple is finally moving away from its Lightning port across all models. However, the SE 4 will have a slower version of USB-C compared to the faster data transfer speeds available on the Pro models. Still, having USB-C will make it more convenient to charge and transfer data across your devices. Perhaps one of the most unexpected developments is that the iPhone SE 4 will be the first device to feature Apple's 5G modem. After Apple acquired Intel's modem division in 2019, they've been quietly working on their own 5G modem to eventually replace the ones they currently source from Qualcomm. And it looks like the SE4 will be the testing ground for this new modem technology. This move is similar to how Apple transitioned from Intel processors to their own M1 chips for Macs. By taking control of their modem production, Apple can better integrate 5G into their hardware and software ecosystems. This could lead to improved 5G performance, longer battery life, and better overall efficiency. The SE4 will act as a sort of guinea pig for Apple's 5G modem, allowing them to refine and improve it before potentially rolling it out to more expensive models in the future. This is another reason why the SE4 is so important in Apple's strategy. It's not just about offering a budget option, but also about pushing new technology forward. On the camera front, Apple is keeping things simple but effective. The iPhone SE4 will feature a single 48-megapixel rear camera. This is a significant jump from the 12-megapixel sensor on the SE3 and aligns with what we've seen in the iPhone 16. Thanks to pixel binning, this 48-megapixel sensor will offer better low-light performance and the ability to digitally zoom without losing too much detail. Apple's marketing will likely tout this as a dual optical system, similar to how they frame the iPhone 16's camera capabilities. Essentially, it will be able to crop into the 48-megapixel sensor to give you 2x optical zoom, even though it doesn't have a dedicated telephoto lens. While you won't get the ultra-wide or telephoto capabilities found in higher-end models, the camera on the SE4 should still hold its own, especially for a phone in this price range. As for the front-facing camera, expect a 12-megapixel sensor, perfect for FaceTime, selfies, and Face ID. The performance of this camera should be more than enough for everyday use. The iPhone SE4 will be powered by the A18 chip, the same processor found in the iPhone 16 lineup. This means the SE4 will be fast, efficient, and future-proof for several years. It's also going to be ready for Apple's next big push, Apple Intelligence. Apple is placing a lot of emphasis on AI-driven features in their software, and having the A18 chip will ensure that the SE4 can handle these features without any issues. With 8 GB of RAM, the SE4 is positioned as a device that will remain relevant for years, even as Apple continues to roll out new software updates and features. It might not have the performance perks of the Pro models, but for most users, the SE4 will be more than capable. Now, let's talk about price, because that's one of the most important factors when considering the iPhone SE4. The current iPhone SE3 is priced at around $429, but with all these upgrades, we're likely looking at a starting price of $499. This is still a fantastic deal considering the modern design and features it's bringing to the table. At $499, the SE4 would sit below the iPhone 15 at $699 and the iPhone 16 at $799, giving budget-conscious consumers a more affordable entry point into the Apple ecosystem. The price ladder is clearly defined, with Apple ensuring that each step offers a compelling value proposition. In conclusion, the iPhone SE4 is shaping up to be an incredible value, offering modern design, powerful performance, and key features like the Action button and Apple's own 5G modem. While it won't have all the bells and whistles of the Pro models, it'll be more than enough for most users, especially given its lower price point. What do you think? Will you be picking up the SE4 when it drops, or are you holding out for a higher-end iPhone? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.